Okay, all right. We are getting started here. Hey, Michaela, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sorry you're joining us because that means you have or had aplastic anemia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell us more about that. Tell us more about your story. What happened?
So in 2016, I was doing track and I kind of noticed like I was getting out of breath, like I couldn't run like I usually would. And so that was one thing. And then I rode the bus, and my bus stop was a block away from my house. And one day I'm walking home from the bus stop and I walk in my house and I just fall out. And my heart is like beating like really fast. And
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
like trying to catch my breath. And so I was telling my parents, like, something just isn't right. Like, my heart is beating super fast if I just walk to the bedroom or something. And so we had a doctor's appointment. Um, they drew my blood. And then later that day, that night, they called my dad because they got my blood results in, and they were like, "We need you to rush your daughter to the hospital. Her blood results are wonky." And I was so terrified. I was like, what does that mean? Like, and
Right.
so I get to the hospital, and at the time they're thinking it's leukemia. They didn't think that because nobody really knows much about aplastic anemia. Like that's not something you just
Yeah.
usually hear. And so I had to pick which hospital to go to because my hospital couldn't treat me. And so I went to Riley Hospital for Children's, and
Where is that?
that's in Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. Okay.
Yeah, so it's an hour away from me.
Oh, great.
And I went there, and I had to do a bone marrow biopsy and all the blood draws. And I just remember sitting in the room just waiting to find out what I have. Like literally the scariest moment. You're just in that dark room, just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me I had a plastic.
Purgatory. It's
Yeah.
absolute purgatory. Waiting those
Yes.
24 hours for results to come back. That's the worst.
Yes. And I got my blood results back. My blood count was at a 5.3.
Oh my goodness.
So I was low. And they told me I have aplastic anemia. It's non-cancerous. And yeah, they're like, your blood's low, your platelets are low. And that's the first time I've ever heard of aplastic anemia.
What
And
were your thoughts when you heard the words aplastic anemia?
I was like, what is this? Because a lot of people think they hear anemia, they're just like, oh, you get cold. And, it's way deeper than just getting cold. It's way deeper. So I was like, I have never, I'm just thinking cold, like normal
Right.
people, and I'm like, hey, plastic, like, what?
What the heck does that mean? Yeah, it
Yeah,
needs a more menacing name.
it does.
It's not because you hear leukemia, right? And
You're
your
like,
eyebrows go up and it's really scary. But then they say aplastic anemia, and you're like,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, what
And
the heck?
people are like, what do you have? And I'm like, aplastic anemia. And they're like, okay. And then I have to go to, well, it's kind of like the symptoms of leukemia, but
But it's not quite,
yeah,
It's like I've called it like the first cousin of leukemia. Like,
good way.
they're related, but they're not, fully
Yeah,
related in a way, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So so what events were you running when you ran track? Because I used to be a runner too. I guess I still am, but I'm 30 now, 32. So
I can't even remember. I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, when I was diagnosed, I was going out on runs and I would run about a half mile before I never passed out, thankfully.
Yeah,
But I was like, there's something wrong here. Cause I used
yeah.
to be able to run like even
I
at
know.
my worst shape, 2 miles was like, I can at least do this. And
Yes,
yeah, it's amazing how that is with running,
I know. And I was a fast runner, and I was like, wow, now I can't even.
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
like, okay,
that's the absolute worst part about it.
it
And
is.
So anyway, going back to the aplastic anemia part though, so you're diagnosed with it,
Yes.
and you
And
you
then,
were you were diagnosed at this Riley Children's Hospital.
yes.
So a Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. What was the next step for you after that?
So they had talked about transplant, but then they talked about ATG. And 2017, I stayed at Riley for a week while we did ATG and did all my treatments and everything. And I was on, they put me on cyclosporin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Dreadful medication. Oh yeah.
yeah, anything I try to get the taste away, nothing would get the taste of cyclosporin out. So I was on cyclosporin for um, about a year, but I ended up taking myself off. I stopped taking cyclosporin because I was getting depressed because the taste and just it messed with my mental just so I
Oh
took
yeah.
myself off. My levels were good. I was at 10 and 11, 13. I even got up to 13.
Your
It was great.
hemoglobin up to
Yes,
13?
yes,
Wow.
it was
Yeah.
great. It was great. And then my platelet levels were great. And then took myself off. I was doing great. About I would say 2020, I my blood dropped.
Okay.
And
The perfect time, right? Right in the middle of COVID.
yeah,
Exactly when you want your blood counts to
right.
drop in the middle of a pandemic, of
Yeah, I'm
course.
like, great. Okay. So I had to be off work. I'm a CNA, so
Of
I
course.
definitely had to be off work.
Oh,
And
for sure.
um, so fast forward, we were talking about the transplant, doing the transplant. Um, I was supposed to do it in 2022, but my doctor had found another medicine called danazol
Okay.
that was like from another country, I guess. And I was taking it and it was helping and I was good. I didn't have to get blood transfusions like every month or anything. It was doing great. And fast forward to last year, I got flu B and
You got what?
the flu.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, flu B is what they
Okay.
call it. Like there's A and B. I got
Gotcha.
B. And that is when my health started to decline. It
Okay.
knocked me down. My bone marrow went from producing at a 80% to a 10%.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I started bleeding. They had me on birth control to not bleed. So
Okay.
it
Wow.
I wasn't supposed to be bleeding at all. And then I started. So I was getting transfusions every month.
And this was, I'm sorry, this was last year.
Yes, last year.
Okay.
Yep, of April is when it started. And I was getting transfusions and then they were like, "Okay, well, now we need to do the transplant. Like
Okay.
we've tried everything. At this point, nothing is working. So we have to do the transplant." I'm like, "Okay." Um I was supposed to get my transplant October 31st of last year, but my donor ended up not answering the phone no more. So,
Figures, right?
yeah, when I need it the most, yeah, stopped answering the phone. Um, I was supposed to get my transplant this year in June, and my donor they didn't approve of this donor. So,
Oh my goodness. So
yeah,
you're waiting around for a transplant right now.
yes, I am waiting for a donor.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Yeah.
that's heartbreaking. I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
mean, it's so, the thing about waiting around for a transplant that I think a lot of people don't realize is that you're waiting for such a long time and
Yeah.
you just kind of sit at home and you don't really know what to do. You just want that day to finally come
Yes.
whenever there's going to be a donor,
Yeah.
right? And hey, like we can finally get up and do this, right?
Right.
Oh man.
Um, yeah, so now I am currently getting blood transfusions every 2 weeks. My bone marrow is no longer producing anything. Uh,
Okay.
my platelets are down to a 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm back
Wow.
to square one when I first started in 2016,
Of
basically.
course. Wow. Oh man, that's
So,
heartbreaking. So you are
yeah,
getting transfusions now. I mean,
yeah.
what are your doctors telling you whenever you're going in now?
They're like, oh, we hope that you find your donor. And they're like, we're still like a waiting game. A lot of my donors are from Brazil.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So they
Are you
asked me,
Brazilian or Portuguese?
no, they asked me if I had family there, but I guess I'm gonna have to dig deep because
I
I
mean,
might, and I just don't know.
how many donors or matches do you have?
So I have five,
Okay. Five,
and
10 out of 10 perfect matches.
I have five. Okay, well, here it's kind of, I have an 8 out of 10, I have a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
My only 10 out of 10 was the person who didn't answer the phone. My only
Figures.
10 out of 10.
Right. Of course.
And
Oh,
none of my
man.
siblings are a match. My
Yeah.
mom and dad wasn't a match.
How many
Um,
siblings do you have?
I have three sisters.
Okay. And were you a 0% match or 50% match or what with them?
Zero. My mom's half sister is
Hmm.
actually my half match. My 5
Really?
out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have three siblings as well, and they were 0% matches with me. 100% with each other.
Yeah.
0% with me. I've gotten so many milkman jokes. My poor mom, it's
Right.
it's ridiculous, but
Yeah.
that's just how it goes with matching,
I
right?
know. I'm
But
like, it's the craziest thing
right.
because you would think,
Uh-huh.
but not at all. Which I have two half sisters and then
Okay.
one full.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
my full wasn't my match at all. And
Figures.
I'm still waiting on the results actually right now for my half sister. My
Okay.
other one, so she can't. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So you're waiting around now and everything. I want to go back a little bit though to your ATG treatment. So whenever you got your ATG treatment, how did you tolerate the treatment originally?
I thought I was doing pretty good. Pretty good. I have some stomach issues
Okay.
and stuff, but
You
it,
tolerated it pretty well for the most part.
yeah.
Okay. That's good.
It, it was a cyclosporin that was like,
The
oh
cyclosporin, it's funny. It hurts your stomach like crazy,
yes.
right? Like, and it also makes you grow hair everywhere.
I was a werewolf. I was like,
Yeah. It's the opposite of chemo, you
yeah,
know?
it
Like
is.
it's I
Like,
remember I was growing hair like right here. Like I had like long hair right here.
yeah,
Yeah. It was
my
weird.
eyebrows were so bushy and my sideburns, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Also makes your breath smell really bad.
Yeah, like, and now I can't even drink certain drinks
Hmm.
that I took to take the medicine, that I drank to take the medicine.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
I
man. It
can't do
just
it. Coke,
destroys it.
Coke is a no for me. I cannot drink Coke no more because of Cyclosporin.
That's probably a good thing though,
Yeah,
Coke is probably worse than cyclosporin for you at this point.
yeah. I was just drinking anything to try to get the taste out because the taste was so horrible.
You got
Why
to
would
do
I make
something.
medicine to taste like that?
Were you on Promacta at all?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Because I know that one was kind of newer. That like I don't know how to explain it, but they told me that it really pumps your platelets up a lot. But I don't know. It seems like it's artificially done that way. Like you want your own bone marrow to do that, right? So yeah, but yeah, cyclosporin, that's not fun at all.
It's not at
So
all.
so I want to go back to what you're kind of going through right now. So you're waiting around right now. What's going on behind the scenes now? Are they trying to I know you said you're waiting for your half sister to
Yes.
get the results back. And
And I
then your other donors, have they spoken to them? Like what's the deal with them?
so I just got an email this week actually that they reached out to another donor and they're
Okay.
waiting to hear back. I should hear something maybe beginning of October.
Okay.
Um, a lot of people, I posted the NMDP registry, and a lot of people in my hometown uh, signed up to see if they're a donor. So we were also waiting on results for that too. My boyfriend as well. He did the swab, so we're waiting to see if he's a donor. Um,
Absolutely.
so I'm waiting on that. But if nobody ends up being a donor, we're going to go with the 8 out of 10 that I have.
Okay.
And they're going to send their cells through this machine, clean out all the bad
Mhm.
cells, and then we'll go with the transplant.
So at least 8 out of 10 has said, "Hey, I'm ready to do this." Right?
I don't know if they said they were, that's just
Okay.
if they are ready
Oh,
to do
okay.
it. Yeah,
I
they're going to
understand.
reach out and see. Hopefully, though,
Right.
because my last
Absolutely.
donor was ready to do it. That was the crazy thing. They were so ready. And then they didn't, the physical exam, they didn't pass. So,
Okay.
right, we had somebody that was ready.
Right, ready to go. And then, man.
Yeah.
So, at least though, with the 8 out of 10, I mean, the transplant has, I mean, it seems like every year has gotten so much better at,
Yeah.
saving lives and making people feel less crappy during the process.
Yeah.
And I mean, even I know a lot of people who've gotten half match donations, and they're doing wonderful. It is a lot rougher, right?
Yeah. That's what they're scared of because how small I am.
Okay.
They're scared to give me like so much chemo. And that's what my transplant doctor has talked about a lot. That like,
Okay.
but I,
So, but I
anything.
mean, so what are you doing like mentally to kind of help you cope through this? Because I can't imagine what you're going through just waiting around like this.
Yeah, I feel stuck a lot of days, but honestly, I pray a lot, and my family, they keep me up. You know, they keep me grounded. So
Absolutely.
um, really, I'm at home or with my friends, and they keep my mind off of it. But I do pray a lot, and
That's the most important thing you can do.
yeah, that if I'm feeling any type of way, I pray, and
Of
then
course.
I feel
Of
better. That's honestly really the only thing that's getting me through it is prayer.
course. Well, that and also having a support system. I
That
mean,
matters a
that
lot.
if you don't have that, I don't know what you do,
Yeah.
right? Because you're just trapped. You're trapped. It's like solitary confinement in a
Yeah,
way,
it is.
right?
It is. And I have a lot of support in my city as well. A lot of I'm very open about aplastic anemia. I try to get it out there because not a lot of people know about it.
Right.
So um, I post on my Facebook about it a lot, and I'm actually throwing an event in my hometown, a
Well,
blood
let's
drive.
promote this event. Let's hear all about it. Let's hear about this.
Yeah, I am doing a blood drive.
Okay.
I'm blocking off my street, and I'm doing a blood drive. And I'm actually partnered with NMDP
Uh-huh.
Registry. They're going to set up a table and do swabs to get more people to see if they're a donor for not just me, but anybody out there who needs
Of
a donor.
course. Yeah.
And I'm doing that November 1st. I actually
November.
just got confirmation this morning that the blood drive is able to do it.
That's
So,
amazing. November
yeah,
1st, and where is this taking place?
it's in Richmond, Indiana.
Richmond, Indiana. Okay. That's so awesome. See that, and this I think this also helps you out so much too, that
Yeah.
when you're able to help others out while you're going through the mess yourself, I mean, you're helping yourself as you're helping others, right? I mean, that's so wonderful that you're doing that. Are there any other details? Are there like bounce houses there or
I'm trying to get vendors to set up, and our hospital, I'm trying to get some, not just my blood disorders, but other blood disorders that nobody knows about, or breast cancer, just cancer in general, learning, set up tables to learn about the different cancers, leukemia, there's different types of leukemia that not a lot of people know about. And, I just want to get it out there that this is serious. And for people that don't feel heard, I want you to know that you are heard, and that there is somebody out there going through the same thing. And really, that's what made me want to do this event. So I plan, it's like a Halloween theme, since it's only one day after Halloween. And the event name is Give Blood If You Dare.
Give blood if you dare. That is an awesome name. Oh my, I'm writing all this down right now. Wow.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do this? When did you start the planning of it?
Um, really 2 weeks ago.
It's
I
coming together fast, huh?
Yeah. I thought of it and I'm like, not a lot of people know about it. And then there's another girl in my hometown who has sickle cell anemia,
Hmm.
and she just got put on hospice, but she also has cancer as well. And she
Very
got put
sorry
on
to hear that.
hospice, and she's only 23, and I wanted to that's why I wanted the NMPD to come here, DP to come here, because I wanted them to swab to see if maybe somebody could be her match,
Right.
because she would need a bone marrow transplant to cure sickle cell.
Of course.
So that's also, she's really what made me like, I need to get this out there. Like I need,
Of
you know,
course. Yeah.
yeah,
And that's the thing with a transplant that's difficult to explain to people is that unfortunately to match with somebody, it discriminates based on race. Like it actually does,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um, I don't have like these numbers are not totally accurate just at the top of my head when I read them a while ago. I think it was like if you are Caucasian or of European descent, there's like an 80% chance that you'll find a match because I guess over in Europe and Germany specifically, they really emphasize signing up for the registry. Whereas if you're Hispanic, I think it's like 50%, or if you're Black, it's like 20%, and it's very unfortunate, right?
yeah.
And like I had 90 matches, 90 perfect matches.
Oh wow.
Like I didn't just hit the job. It's like I won like four lotteries in a row,
Yeah.
Powerball, right?
Oh,
Like I
that is
know how
awesome.
lucky I am. And so that I think it's amazing that you're doing this because she probably has 90 matches out there too, right? But there's
Yeah.
just not
Right.
enough awareness out there. And
Yeah.
whenever you explain like your race kind of matters here, that's a
Yeah.
touchy political subject, but it's like, no, there's good intentions here. We're trying to help other people you
Right.
know and I think it's great that you're doing that, right?
Thank you. Yeah. I'm so excited, and I hope it comes together like I want it to. I'm just praying that it does, but I'm glad that I'm in contact with the National Bone Marrow Donor. Um,
I miss their old name. Be the Match was just so much easier to remember.
yeah, because I remember like yeah,
The new one, NDNP, I don't even know. And we love you if you're watching this over there,
yeah,
but your other name was a lot easier to
yes, it
remember,
was.
right?
Now I've struggled like 5 times to say it on here. But yes, they have helped me out a lot with giving me research and everything.
Of
And I
course.
also have a blood cancer, um, that like center that is going to give me papers to set up a table myself and
Wow.
talk about information to learn and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
I
Um,
this I think this event is going to be absolutely incredible. I mean,
I pray that it is. I pray that it is the most amazing thing, because I want kids to come in their costumes, and I want to make it fun for them, like a fun event. And vendors pass out candy to the kids, a bounce house, other little Halloween little games and stuff to play.
of
I think
course.
it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to convince my wife if we can go up there for that. We'll be back from London like the day before, but we'll just shoot up there, because it sounds like an amazing event. And um, so you're giving back to the community now, and I know you say that you're waiting around and everything, but what else are you doing to kind of help with your mental health? Are you able to walk around a lot? Are you limited a lot? Are you able to go out in public very much?
I can go out in public. I am limited to things that like I can't ride a bike. I love bike riding, but I
Oh
can't ride
wow.
a bike. That kind of sucks. I hate it because I want to work out and I can't do that.
Right.
Um, but I can walk.
Okay.
Um, not very long, but I can, and that helps me out. I like walking in nature. That that really helps me out, and I like being able to go places and everything because I spend most of my days at home in the house. I don't
Sure.
I don't really go anywhere, and I can't work because I'm a CNA and my job is hard, on my body as is. So
That's probably the worst job you can have,
yeah, but
except
I love
maybe
it
like
so much.
working at the sanitation department, right? Like you're
Yeah,
just around sick, like you're there to treat sick people, right?
yeah, right.
Man.
And I'm probably going to start school back up.
Okay,
That
that's
also helped
great.
me, keep my that's I graduated college last year,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
that helped me with keep my mind off of everything because I had homework and everything. So I'm
Right.
thinking about going back to school while
Okay,
I'm waiting.
that's amazing. Wow. So, okay, so when you had your ATG though,
Mhm.
and you had your cyclosporin, right? How and I'm trying to get an idea of your timeline. When did you relapse? You were fine from 2017 until when?
I would say 2020.
Until 2020. And then what was that drug you said that you were on? The Durabine?
Danazol. Danazol.
Danazol.
Yeah.
What the heck is I've never heard of that. What is that?
It is an orange and yellow pill.
Okay.
And I don't even remember where it came from, but I know it's like nowhere in the United States. I know that for sure.
For figures.
Yeah. Um, sadly, my transplant doctor retired, so he was the best. And now I got a new one, which he's great too. But I'm like,
It
he
really
needs to be on, to try to figure out how can we help her. I need her to get healthy. Like he was on it. So when he was reaching out to people across the country, I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I found Danazol. Let's try it. And I'm like, okay. And it was working. It was working. And then the flu.
and then the flu hits you. Oh my
Yeah. I'm
goodness.
like, dang,
Yeah,
I really did.
that's super frustrating. Did you ever get COVID?
Yes, I did. And it was not as bad as the flu was. My,
Really?
yeah, my COVID was not that bad.
COVID was a train wreck for me. That
Really?
was rough. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I had it after transplant though. Like
oh,
I if I had it after relapse, I'm sure that would have been a major problem, right?
yeah, right.
So
If
what did you
COVID,
do during
I probably wouldn't be a
oh
problem.
it still knocks you out, right? But it's like, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Right.
Thankfully. I mean, I
Yeah.
think so. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I know. There's
Let's
so
make
many
that
different
very clear.
strands.
Oh yeah, COVID's not as bad. Oh well, this guy on YouTube said,
Right.
well, don't just forget I said that, everybody.
Right.
Right. But okay. So we are waiting around now for your next transplant. How many other people? It's your half sister, and who else are we waiting for?
My boyfriend,
Okay.
um, my best friend, she went to see, and then some girls I went to school with
Okay.
also um, did it to see if they're a donor.
Okay. Are they like so when I was diagnosed and a lot of people wanted to see if they were a match for me.
Mhm.
I don't know if I got my treatment at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, and they
Mm,
told me they're like, "Hey, we don't want to test all these people. Just have them sign up for the registry, and then if they're a match, we'll let you know." I don't know if are
that's
they
how it is.
That's how they're doing it for you. My,
The swab.
yep.
Yep. That's
My
how.
conspiracy theory is that they can test everybody if they really wanted, but they're like, let's get them on the registry anyway. Maybe they're a match for someone else, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt. I'm like, maybe.
Which is a good thing though,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Because they might be able to help somebody else out. I mean,
Right. And
like
then
I had probably I think it was like 400 people sign up for the registry just because I was diagnosed with it. And I mean I blasted my story on social media,
oh yeah, me
right?
too. I'm
Because you got to get the word out there, right?
yeah.
Have
And
you met a lot of people diagnosed with aplastic anemia from your posts?
no,
No. Where you Instagram is where I found a lot of people.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a lot of groups. Um,
Okay.
just joined groups last year. I didn't even think of that actually until somebody was like, maybe you should look on Facebook for aplastic anemia groups. And there
Mhm.
was some, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so now that actually makes me feel better. I love hearing all the positive transplant stories. That has actually helped me mentally get myself ready for a transplant because I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, so and so is doing good. This it sounds great. Like
Right.
that has helped me out a lot. So I'm so blessed that I actually joined the groups on Facebook because hearing all the positive stories, I'm like,
The
yes. Or
group.
being able to comment on there and help somebody because I'm going through the same thing. Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah.
makes you feel so much better that
And
you're not alone.
the search function too is really great because then you can just type in like, say like cyclosporin, right? And then you can just see what everybody's going through. And you also don't have to explain it because everybody knows what you're talking about. Because otherwise, a normal person's like, what in
Yeah,
the world is that, right?
I know. And I'm like, you don't
That
want to.
that Facebook group, Your Fight is My Fight, it feels like a lifesaver because like you
Yes.
said, the mental health part of it, I mean, it felt it eased so much stress and paranoia and fear
Yes.
because like you said there's a lot of people on there who've had successful transplant stories.
A lot. And I'm like, awesome. Like, this is what I need to hear. I need to hear the positivity, not the, you know, this could go wrong or,
Right.
granted, I know they have to tell you that, but,
I avoided that group for a long time because I was afraid of what the stories were going to be, right?
yeah,
It was
honestly,
kind it was like we very briefly touched on purgatory, but like the nice thing about purgatory is that you haven't gotten the bad news yet. So like in my mind, whenever I was waiting around for results, I'm like, I like the results aren't here, but that means I don't have. And at the time, I thought I had leukemia too. And then
yeah.
because I was like, I'm in purgatory. Yep, I don't have leukemia. I don't have leukemia until they tell me that. And that was
Mhm.
kind of my thought process until I joined that group. And that group, I mean, it was like an ocean of just like calming and relaxing that just took over, washed away all the fear and
Definitely.
everything.
Yeah.
It's a
It's helped me
lifesaver.
a lot. It is. It is. And it's helped me out a lot.
Absolutely. Do you have what are you just in that group or are you in other groups as well?
I'm in that group and then I'm also in a platelet
A platelet
group.
group. Okay.
Yeah, because that's listed on one of my health conditions is ITP.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you
Yeah, low platelets, that's always fun because
know.
you'll be brushing your teeth and you get a little bleed and you're like, what the heck do I do?
I know, yeah, and it's every day with me now because my platelets will not go to a 20 or anything. They have just been staying at 6 or 10 or 4, and I wake up most nights and I'm like spitting up a blood clot because my
Yep.
platelets are low, and I'm like, when I got my poor boyfriend, he's like, you have blood all over your teeth, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm just like, but
Feels
now I'm
like the end of the world.
good. Yeah, I'm like, oh no. And platelets are just so funny because I'm allergic to platelets. I have to, yeah,
What?
yeah.
How?
I have to get Benadryl every time I get a platelet transfusion because I break out. Like, could
This
you
just is
imagine being allergic to
that
yourself? Like,
this just isn't easy for you.
yeah, no, it's rough.
Oh my goodness. You're handling it though so gracefully. I mean, you're
I
allergic to
try.
platelets.
What else can you do? You know,
Of
like,
course. I mean,
yeah,
every day is it's funny because it's not quite a grind. You're just
yeah,
kind of just waiting to get better, right?
right.
It teaches you patience, but I
Uh,
don't know. Like I waited years for my transplant, and my patience really has not gotten much better.
yeah, I know. And I'm like, I can't tell my mom every day, like, I can't wait to find a donor. Like, I just, I'm just, and then I think to myself, what if I've been sick for so long? I'm not going to know what it feels like to be healthy. And I'm like,
Oh, you will once
that's
you
just,
get your transplant. So, what they taught me was you get so used to your hemoglobin being so low that once you actually get your transplant or whenever at the time it was ATG, they're like, you're gonna feel so much better and you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I was feeling so bad every single day, right? You're gonna feel like you're on like Barry Bonds steroids, like feeling really good, right?
right.
It almost feels like it should be illegal, right? But
That's
that you will notice a difference once you're gonna get your transplant. I know you are.
yes, I know I am too, and I can't wait. I know it's coming soon. I just don't know when, but I know it's soon. I feel it. But
Right.
now I feel
How
like
do you feel about
there.
the transplant, like the experience of it? Now that you've been in through the groups and you've learned a lot about it, like what are your thoughts about going into it?
I at first I was very scared. Like, and I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I do pray a lot, and I just feel like God is preparing me for it. And so the emotions that I felt, maybe that's why I didn't get it years ago because I just wasn't ready as to now. I'm in these groups, I'm prepared, I'm mentally prepared to go in. And the groups helped me out a lot because there was some things I didn't know to take to the hospital at all. And now I have all that. My bags are packed. I have everything. I'm ready to go. Once I get that call, I'm ready to go. I have everything I need for it. I feel very good about the transplant. I
Well,
do.
that's so important.
Yeah.
Your positive attitude, you have no idea how much that's going to make a difference. I
Yeah.
mean, you go into it pessimistically and I mean, it's just not going to work out as
Right.
well as it could.
Right.
Right? And
Yeah.
so how you said, are you still with Riley Children's then?
Yep.
Oh,
Even though I'm
wow.
26, but yeah,
I
I know
mean,
it's crazy because I feel so old being in there and all the babies, but
you're not like sitting on like the fire truck bed, are you? Like you're
no, no.
well, that's good. How
I
far away is the transplant going to be? You said Indy is about an hour away from you?
hour and 17 minutes away from my
Oh,
house.
that's not bad. Are they going to let you go home after the transplant or do you have to stay?
I unfortunately have to stay in an apartment that they pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
At least you're
But
not
for 100
terrible.
days, and then I get to go home.
Right, right. Yeah,
Uh,
they do loosen you up though with the rules as each day goes by once you get into the apartment. At
yeah.
least my doctors. I fortunately live 15 minutes from where I got my transplant, but we
Oh,
purposely moved here to be closer for that very reason.
well, okay.
And all my family's here anyway, but it's I've seen so many stories, heard so many stories of people where they're going out of state or out of the country who have just they have to uproot their entire lives. I mean, the
Yeah.
fact that you're only an hour and 17 minutes away from home,
Yeah. That's
that's
nothing.
nothing,
Yeah.
right?
It's great. And they take great care of me.
Oh, that's very important too.
Yeah.
I've heard from a lot of people who they did not have it's not that they had bad doctors or a bad team. It was just a team that they didn't quite connect with.
Right.
And that must be very frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you're able to get along with them.
Yeah. I kind of feel like now though, I don't know. I just with everything going on, and it could just be me doubting everything because you have your days where you get in your head, and I'm just like I feel like now I'm kind of less a priority because of how old I am. But I did try to go to John Hopkins in
Okay.
Maryland more,
Right.
and but you had to have insurance there, and then they didn't have stay afterwards, and the cost to even go there and stuff. But I did hear that that was one of the best hospitals with bone marrow transplants. So
Hmm.
I try to go there, but
Of course.
hang
I,
out right.
the one place that I think is like the heartbeat of transplant and aplastic anemia research, NIH in Bethesda, Maryland. That's where they came up with the ATG research, and a
Yeah.
lot of people have gone there. I mean, they looked at me going there too, my doctors,
Mhm.
but they're like, my case like is so straightforward.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. Do you have PNH by chance?
What is that?
I don't even know what the full name of that is, but I know a lot of people they get aplastic anemia with PNH,
Hmm.
and I don't even exactly know what it is because I had such little of it.
Yeah.
But it's I'm not even going to try to. It's almost like another disease along with aplastic anemia, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I don't think
Um,
I do.
oh, you would know if you did. They would absolutely tell you if you had, and that's really great for your transplant. That's one less thing that you really have to worry about.
Oh, that's good.
Um, and so, with mine, that's what they told me. They're like, we're just gonna get it done here. Moffitt's great. Like they do
Yeah.
1 billion transplants a year, right? But
Awesome.
you know, Indianapolis, I mean,
Yeah. And they do
I've heard
transplants
great
all the
things about Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. They
you're
do great things. Um,
that's really great.
all the transplants have been good there and stuff. So that's why I'm like, it's okay for me to stay. It's not like you know, I'm very
Right.
well taken care of. Um, yeah, they they do take great care of me.
That's really huge. And your transplant doctor, of course, leaving
Yeah. Oh,
right right when
heartbroken.
you're ready to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, no, but my new one, he's great, and he's been trying to figure everything out for me
Well, that's
and
great.
stuff. Yeah, so
You're handling this brilliantly. You're a huge inspiration. I hope you understand that. Like there's so many people out there. I know it's such a rare disease, but there's still a lot of people who have it, right?
yeah,
And so there's a lot of people who are in your shoes, right? And I think it's great that you've been able to share your story with this just so other people are like, oh my goodness, I thought I was literally the only person maybe in America going through this right now.
right.
But they're going to hear you. They might be inspired to, do a blood drive like what you're doing, right? I mean, you have all these connections, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me if the Indianapolis Colts show up to your event too, just because of how successful
That'd be
it's going to
awesome.
be. Absolutely. But well, we're going to start wrapping up here. And the last question that I always like to ask people is this. It's a loaded question, so take your time if you want to answer it. But what advice would you give somebody who is newly diagnosed? Let's say they are diagnosed this morning. What would you tell them?
What I would say, honestly, is get the transplant. I mean, being older now, I regret trying to do different medications and then end up not working in the end. I wish so badly that I would have just got the transplant. I wish I would have started when I first found out I was diagnosed. Because really, honestly, if you Google aplastic anemia, really the only cure is a bone marrow transplant. So I would tell people to get the transplant. I mean, you would have you wouldn't even have to worry about relapsing. I mean, you could, but It's
It's
not.
the likelihood is much lower for
Yeah.
sure.
And, ATG wasn't bad. It wasn't, but um I wish I would have got. That's like one thing I do regret. I wish I would have got the transplant. Maybe I would have had more donors back then, and I don't know because I didn't. I was too scared, but I don't want people to be scared to get the transplant. The transplant is a great thing and it will heal you and you will feel so much better from all the stories that I've heard. That would be my advice, honestly,
Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
to
I'm a
get the
big
transplant.
proponent of that too.
Yeah. Like I wish I would have got it when I first got diagnosed,
Of
but
course.
you know,
But we all also have to just follow God's plan,
yeah,
trust in him,
yeah,
right? There's a reason we're going down this path because hey, like I said just a little bit ago, there's someone else out there going through what you're going through, and
yeah,
they're a little more down in the dumps right now.
yeah.
And
And
you
I'm not
are,
saying the ATG wouldn't work for.
of course.
I'm not saying that just because it didn't work for me, don't mean that it's not going to work. For some. That's not what I'm saying.
It's worked for countless people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
But
Of
I'm
course.
just saying I would get the transplant, but you wouldn't have to worry about relapsing,
Of course.
being
Of
cured.
course.
That's what. Yeah.
Well, before we officially wrap up, can you give me all the details of your event again? Just a friendly reminder, date, time, all of that.
Okay. November 1st, um, Richmond, Indiana, 700 block of North 13th. It's a block party. Um, uh, Noon to 6, and it's called Give Blood If You Dare.
And if you're watching this and if you're interested in going to the event, you can email me aplasticanemiamedia@gmail.com and I can get you in contact with Michaela and you can attend the event and you can give blood or you can
Get a swab
preferably swab. We would love if you swabbed, right? But we'll take whatever we can get, right?
blood.
And some, yeah, there you go. So anyway, thank you so much, Michaela. This
Yeah.
was wonderful, and it's gonna be an amazing experience for you. Not quite maybe the transplant, but afterward, you have a full life ahead of you, and I think you really crushed it today. Thank you so much for sharing your
Thank
story.
you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much, Michaela.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.